Okay.
Can you just give me...
Yeah. Hi.
Kim and Denise of Girlschool.
Yeah.
Welcome to 69 Face of Rock. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you might be.
Well, no, we're not doing okay. We're just knackers.
Yeah. Long drives. It's taken us, I don't know, about 1,000 miles to get here or something.
Yeah.
From what I understand, this is your final US tour. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because basically it's so difficult to,
Too expensive.
and to organise everything, the visas and the thing and the blah, blah, blah.
So it's a perfect time to talk some history, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna get through your discography, and you're gonna say a few things about each record. But first of all, let me ask you one thing. How did the two of you meet each other?
Bloody hell, you can say this.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, right. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Okay, it's quite a long story. I'll try and cut it short.
Yeah, please do.
I was advertising. My brother thought he'd become my manager for a while.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
My brother thought he'd manage me because I could play drums back then. I was, you know, I wanted to
You
be...
can't do it now?
I wanted now. I can't even. Hang on, can we start all that again?
No, this is fun. This is fun.
This is fun.
This is fun.
He's talking about
That's
Nima.
exactly what we want.
Oh, really?
Basically, Denise auditioned for female musicians.
Yes.
Because her brother was going to manage her to start a band.
Yeah.
And me and who was it that turned up?
It
I can't
was
remember
you
now. Was it
and-
me and Jackie? Oh, I can't remember now.
Who's
Not Jackie, this Jackie. Oh no, me and Enid, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think
oh,
it was
yeah.
me and Enid.
Yeah.
Turned up because it was literally just down the road from where we lived, and we walked into this rehearsal room, and this is. Don't forget, this is about 1975 or 6 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
And we only just started picking up our instruments. We walked into this thing, we saw this big drum kit, and there was this tiny little thing behind it, you know.
It was me.
And we just sort of played for a bit and everything, but nothing much came of it. And then a few years later, we formed our band, Painted Lady. And Denise used to come and watch.
Yeah, well, she was in a band called Painted Lady, and I was in some other bands, a rock band called Night Flight with 3 guys, and then I joined a punk band.
Yeah.
I wasn't a punk, I just wanted to play, so a load of us got together and formed a punk group, but none of us were punks, really.
No.
We just wanted to do gigs in the punk scene. Anyway, so what else happened?
So what happened was, she used to keep coming to see us.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then, of course, we realised that we'd already met those years earlier.
Oh yeah, what happened was, one of the bands that I was in said, there's a female band playing down the road near us, you know, at the castle, I think it was.
Yeah, it was, Tooting, yeah.
And I said, oh, who is it? He said, I don't know, but do you want to go?
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, I want to go, see a female rock band. Anyway, I walked in, and it was a band called Painted Lady, and I recognised her.
Yeah.
We'd already met like 2 years previous.
When we came to your audition.
Yeah, because she came to the audition, and because we lost touch when she was at the audition. We really did lose touch, didn't we?
Yeah,
I don't know what happened, but
because she only lived a couple of miles down the road.
Yeah, I lived in a place called Clapham. She lived in a place called Wandsworth.
Yeah.
And it's only about 2 miles from each other. Anyway, so years later we met in the pub. Yeah. And I recognised her, and I think I went over to you.
Yeah, and then obviously she used to, sort of turn up and whatever.
It was a destiny.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
it was a destiny.
It was. I think it really was. I used to go to all their gigs every time I saw Painted Lady was advertised. I used to go with all my friends, and we used to go with my other band, and and that's how we met, really.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to these records.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
So show it.
Your turn.
Not too many of them.
I know, right?
Here forever.
You didn't waste time, did you?
So what happened was, of course, then we formed a band. Deirdre, who was in Painted Lady, decided she wanted to go off and do her own thing, like a jazz thing, because she was into all that.
Yeah.
And so we obviously met Denise, and we met Kelly by then, and so we all just formed a band, decided to become an original band, and off we went in the back of a van, sleeping on the gear and all that, and just going off into the night to all over the place, and for a couple of years. And of course this was when the punk thing was out, so we played heavy metal clubs and they think we were punks, we played punk clubs and they think we were heavy metal, so we were just going off whatever, we were doing what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, of course, eventually we met a certain Mr. Lemmy Kilmister, who invited us onto his first tour, Motorhead's first tour, the Overkill tour, and it went down so well that we got signed by their management and their record company, which is where this one comes in.
Yep.
That was the first.
So we went on their first major tour, which turned out to be the Overkill tour.
Yeah. And so that was our very first album with Bronze Records. Yeah, there we go.
And
then,
it
of course,
didn't end there.
There it was, yeah. And it charted and everything, and we were doing this big tour, and it was going on and on and on.
Yeah,
so adding dates.
Yeah, we couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Then, of course, we then did our second album, which is Hit and Run, which charted obviously straight in at number 5.
And went gold in Canada.
Went gold in Canada, sold a load, because compared to what you have to sell these days, you're selling thousands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When we had the Please Don't Touch with Motorhead, and that went in at number 5, it sold 250,000. You never get that these days.
Oh no, those sales are gone forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, they really have.
Then we go to Screaming Murder. Enid had gone by then.
And we got Gil Weston
Gil
in.
Weston, who was recommended by Lemmy.
Yep.
And we just got on with her, straight off.
Yeah.
We changed producers then. We were with Nigel, what's his bloody name?
Nigel Gray.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Nigel Gray, his name was.
Who had a sort of punkish background with Susie and the Banshees. And
so instead of using Vic Mail for that album, we changed to Nigel Gray. Yeah.
So, that was fun. We recorded that in 3 weeks, just bang, 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 out it came.
Yeah.
Then, of course, we come to Play Dirty, one of our favourites.
Yeah, that's my favourite, yeah.
And
it was my favourite, but now I've got another favourite. But
we got offered to go to America to work with Spencer Proffer, or stay over here and work with our heroes, Jim and Nod from Slade.
So we decided.
And of course, we decided Jim and Nod. Even though we could have gone over to America.
We could have gone to America.
And then probably recorded Bang Your Head, because he had that song, which Quiet Riot did.
Yeah.
But no, we wanted to be British.
Yeah, well, you did.
Oh, all right then. All right, you don't.
It's all your fault.
All right.
It's all her fault.
It was the opportunity to work with our heroes, And
Nothing wrong with that.
We had such a laugh.
Yeah, we grew up with Slade, so we really wanted to see.
So did I, in a way.
Jim and Nod. I used to buy all the singles, so did she, and we loved Slade.
We had such a laugh.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And speaking of America, the next release is actually a live show from America.
Yes, from Boston.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Boston, yeah. King Biscuit,
Yep. King Biscuit.
Yeah, remember that one? Yeah. I don't remember it too well because it was so long ago.
Yeah.
Then we come to Running Wild.
Running Wild.
There are good songs on that song,
I do.
but we don't usually mention that one because we don't feel that that's an actual Girlschool album.
It doesn't sound like.
It doesn't sound like Girlschool, and we became a 5-piece for that.
So for diehards only.
Yeah, well, exactly. It seems to be.
People do love it.
Yeah. But the thing is, what we should have done with this is we should have called it a different project. It should have been a side project because it was only for a year.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, good stuff on there. So quite pleased with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I'm not. She might be pleased with
Don't
it.
be joking. There's some good songs.
No,
on
there are good songs on it, but
anyway.
But things are better.
it's not Girlschool.
Yeah.
It's just not
Then
Girlschool.
we go back to Vic Mail. Finally back to Vic Mail.
Yeah, back to him.
Which was lovely. Go back to him and get back to more of our rock and roll roots.
Nightmare at Maple Cross.
And that is obviously where we recorded it, Maple Cross. And that, funny enough, is Jimmy Page's house there. But there you go.
Yeah.
It's Gothic.
I love those little details you guys add. Those are fantastic. Keep going like that.
Yeah, okay, keep going. Right. Then we go take a bite. This is where Tracy first joined us. And we recorded this with Monty Python's.
Oh yeah, Andre Jacquemin.
Andre Jacquemin,
his name was.
And that was great fun. That's a completely different experience to us again. And obviously with Chris Bonacci again.
Yeah.
Forgot to mention, obviously Chris Bonacci
Chris Bonacci.
had joined at this time.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was fun. What I can remember of it.
Yeah.
All right, bloody hell. This is
Okay. Oh, and that one's Jackie Carrera.
yeah, that's when we met. Yeah, and she loved.
Yeah,
amazing
we
girl.
love Jackie, and
Yeah.
believe it or not, we're still friends.
Oh, we're still friends with
all our
everybody.
ex
Yeah.
bass players,
I was
musicians.
going to say all our exes.
Yeah, I nearly
Our
said
exes.
that.
All our exes.
I nearly said that.
It's a big family.
It's one big happy family, and we're all still friends with all the
yeah.
ex-musicians from Girlschool, you know.
The funny thing is, people seem to think we had all these lineup changes,
But we
it's
didn't.
not really because they kept coming and going. You know, it was like
Yeah.
in and out, in and out, in and out. Sort
Yeah.
of thing. So, and that was fun. That was recorded at the church, which is Dave Stewart's recording
From
studio.
Eurythmics, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think he just let us do it for nothing, so that's good.
Yeah.
Then Girlschool Live, back with
You
Kelly.
got Kelly back, right?
Oh,
That's when I met you,
back
actually.
with Kelly.
Back with Kelly, yeah.
We just thought it's time we did a live album, and for no particular reason, for the fact that we thought we'd do a live album, and that was fun. That was, I remember when that was recorded now.
I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Girlschool Live.
Yeah.
Camden Palace, wasn't it?
No, that was another one.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Anyway, I'm sure it says on there.
Told you I didn't remember anything.
And then, of course, we come to 21st anniversary. I can't believe it's 21.
I can't.
I know,
It's a
right?
long time ago.
Yeah.
We're now 46. So can't remember much about that. But we were. That was. Oh yeah, this is the first time we met our producer now called Tim Hamill, who we now work with, and we won't work with anybody else.
Yeah, we work with him
He
all the
mixed
time.
this for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, back with Tim. A mixture on there of different people, whatever. Then we go back with him to do Believe,
Wow.
which I don't remember much about that either.
No, neither do I.
But yeah, good stuff on there as well, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then one of our favourites,
Legacy.
Legacy. Yeah.
Yeah, you got some interesting guests on that album as well.
yeah,
Lemmy,
yeah.
Dio, how did that come about?
Yeah.
Well, we
we
asked
asked
them. We asked if they wanted to do something on the
Yeah.
album. They all said yeah.
Yeah, which
So-
was quite incredible.
And also Lemmy co-wrote one of the songs. With you.
Yeah, Don't Talk to Me.
Don't
yeah.
talk to me.
This possibly has Ronnie Dio's last recording.
Oh,
Possibly,
Really? Yeah,
yeah.
possibly.
I don't know.
What happened with that is, as soon as Ronnie said yes, which we couldn't believe, we thought he might do a couple of backing vocals or something, you know. But he actually sung the whole bloody song.
He sang
you know.
the whole song.
And then Tony Iommi said, "Oh, I'll play a bit of lead up there as well." We went, "Ow," you know.
Yeah,
And then we
yeah.
had Twisted Sister, obviously Motorhead.
There was
and-
someone else, wasn't there? I can't remember.
But that was brilliant. And then, of course, this is one where we famously shook Kelly's ashes as percussion.
And speaking
Yeah.
of Kelly, I mean,
Yeah.
you've lost her at that point.
Yeah.
What are your memories of her?
Oh, we've got
Well, she
millions
got
of
a sister,
memories. She was
you know.
our sister, yeah.
Yeah.
And our best friend.
Yeah. And the thing is, she,
and we miss her, you know.
yeah, she wanted to be on this album.
Yeah.
So obviously, sadly, she died before we recorded it. So we thought, how can we get her on this album? So we're all in the pub, you know, and a few drinks.
Yeah.
And then we suddenly thought, because she'd left us
We'll shake
her
ashes.
ashes, you know, a few of us, her ashes. We thought, oh no, let's use them as like, you know, percussion. So we did that.
You
and
know,
we-
like maracas.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right,
So
that's right,
her
yeah.
going,
So that's what we did.
actually Kelly's
little,
ashes.
Little silver
yeah,
urns.
little urns, yeah.
Little urns,
Yeah.
the four of us shaking
Yeah.
her ashes.
We couldn't believe we were doing it at the time, but we thought she'd have loved it.
She would have laughed her head off.
I'll bet after hearing this, people will be going back to this record trying to hear that
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah, you'll hear it. If you listen closely, you'll hear,
She would have loved it.
and that's Kelly. Yeah.
That's Kelly. When you hear it shaking away, that's
Yeah.
Kelly's ashes.
Fantastic.
And of course, Tim, obviously our producer, then I said to him, "What's the weirdest thing, obviously, you've ever recorded?" It's got to be this. Isn't it?
Yeah, Kelly's ashes.
Can't beat that.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we decided to revisit Hit and Run
Hit and Run.
because basically we wanted to reclaim it.
Reclaim it
Yeah,
and have
'cause-
Jackie on it.
Yeah, and have Jackie on it.
And stuff,
'Cause
yeah.
Obviously, we don't own any of our own
And
stuff.
how did you find Jackie and how did you realize she's the one?
Oh, well, the funny thing is, again, it was adverts in Melody Maker. Just
Oh yeah,
before
you
we-
met her first, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah. And she was only living, again, just down the road in Tooting. And I said, oh, do you want to come see a gig with me? And she said, yeah. And we met at Clapham Common Tube Station. She goes, you'll recognise me, I've got an Alice Cooper t-shirt on. And that was it. And then we started writing together. And then when Kelly didn't want to do it anymore, couldn't do it anymore, that's it, there she was. So
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we had this one,
Which one's that? Oh,
Guilty as Sin,
Guilty as Sin.
which was, again, recorded with Chris Tangarides, who we'd worked with before, years before.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we've known Chris Tangarides for years and
Yeah.
years,
And,
and the record company wanted us
to work with him.
work with him, so that's why that
Yeah.
came about.
And they decided, they said, oh look, we need an album. And they literally booked us in there, right, you're in at this date with Chris Tangarides, that's it. We went, oh my God, you know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but it was lovely, Chris.
Fantastic producer.
Yeah, lovely. And then of course we come to the best.
The best.
The best.
And the final.
Yeah, the best and probably the final, yeah.
Well, Play Dirty used to be my favourite album, but now this one is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And very lucky to again have a few guests on there. Like obviously Joe co-wrote a song with Joe Stump, and co-wrote with a few other people.
You
And
got
then
Biff.
of course, yeah, and then obviously Born to Raise Hell, Biffy Boy.
Yeah, Biff from
Yeah.
Saxon.
That's
and,
right.
We've
obviously
got
Phil
him
Campbell,
singing on it, yeah.
And then Duff. Who took
Oh
me,
yeah,
you know,
Duff, because he's a fan.
Well, yeah,
So
I mean,
he wanted to do it.
So we were just
yeah.
like, wow, you know, a friend of a friend asked him,
Yeah.
oh, you know, Girlschool, you know, he's up for doing some bass.
Yeah.
And he went, yeah, cool. So we just couldn't believe it. And he's such a lovely bloke, you know.
Yeah.
He, funny enough, he said, I'm on tour in Canada and America, he says, for the next couple of weeks. He goes, is it okay if I do it when I get back? You know, as if we're going to go, no.
Oh, do it here now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that was lovely.
So that was really nice of him to want to do it, you know.
Loved it, yeah.
So 45 years we just kind of covered in this little pile of CDs.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, we're going to finish this tour and then go back to the States in June.
Apparently, yeah.
And
And we've got
then-
Vacken and
we,
festivals.
yeah, we got Wacken coming up.
Yeah, and then who knows?
Now, eventually, age-wise, all of us are closer to the end
Yeah.
than we were to the beginning.
Yeah, well, yeah.
How hard is it going to be to give this up? I
that
mean,
sounded nice.
Yeah.
Closer to the end.
all right.
That's what I keep saying to
We're
her.
all
She's
closer
going,
to the
she's
end.
going,
I need to crack you up a little bit
yeah,
too.
well, there you go, yeah. She's going, oh yeah, we've got to keep doing this for like for 50 years. I don't think so. We're going to be nearly 70. I mean, what do you do then?
Well, why not?
You know,
Look at
I'm not going to be.
Look at this.
I'm not going to be.
Hang on a minute. Look at the Stones and all these other bands.
Yeah, but they're men, and I don't care. It's different. It's different from men, you know. So, but
It is different
I must
from
admit, I'm
men,
quite happy if this is our last one.
Uh-huh.
Very happy.
Oh, it's a great way to go, but it's
Yeah.
going to be difficult to
Yeah.
not to be able to do this.
But
I
it's
mean,
possible we might do another one.
Yeah,
It is
I think the
possible.
record company want another one.
They
but-
do, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good to end on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, why don't we end on like some fun, positive note? Tell me some kind of a crazy story from the road. Something that I'm sure there are plenty. Something that is not too incriminating.
There's so many that we can't remember. Can you remember?
Well, it's just been. I should ask Lolly over there. Yeah, he's
Lolly.
been our driver.
Lolly.
Yeah, no,
It's the story number 17.
Right, come and meet
I
Lolly.
don't
Right.
say too
Come and
many.
join us.
This
Yeah,
is,
but I don't know what he's going to say. This is worrying now.
Yeah.
This is
we love Lolly.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. I don't think you can believe what he hears sometimes.
That's right.
So you go
okay,
and
so I'll tell you right here.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay, so I'm in the car with the four ladies for 7-8 hours at a time. And it is just an incredible experience. I should be paying them. They all are chirping. Right? And she sits there quiet kind of, and she's like, wait a minute. And then at the end, after they've all done it, she's the one that comes in with the bloody bloat joke or whatever at the end, and as that comic relief, kind of like Shakespeare. What was his name? Falstaff. She's the comic relief of the band.
I'm the comic
She's the
relief.
matriarch kind of. You know what I mean? She's kind of the one they kind of look up to a little bit. These two.
Oh.
She's
Yeah,
really
right.
nice and gentle.
Yeah,
She puts
you
the
look
guitar
up to me,
on,
dude.
and she becomes a
demon.
freaking rock star. Okay.
She's the rock bitch.
And then you got, but she's so sweet during the day. But she puts the leather on and gets on stage, and man, it's a complete different. And then Tracy.
What are you going to say
You know,
about Tracy?
well-
Hang on a minute. You
you better watch your words.
Yeah,
watch your
Tracy's a handful.
words. Watch your words.
Jackie's easy as pie. She,
Yeah.
you know,
Jackie's laid back.
but it's just the dynamic between them all. One minute they're hollering at each other, the next minute they're laughing, the next minute they're cussing, the next minute we're singing Jennifer Carnes. I've had the time of my life
Oh, yeah,
at
that's
the top
the
of
best
our
one.
lungs through the car. And, you know, I'm singing them with. I had them singing country the other day. We're just, you know, we're singing Chicago, Chicago.
Of course, right, coming into
You know,
Chicago.
every time we hit New York, New York, they're
Oh,
singing.
Frank, yeah, we're just,
Yeah.
that's it,
But
yeah.
it is absolute joy.
Yeah.
When this tour came up, and I knew I was coming, I said, I want to be with Girlschool. I want to drive them and be with, and it has been an education. They are my loves now. I'm telling you.
Education.
Fantastic. Long live Girlschool.
Hey, cheers, Mike.
Cheers!
Big
Yeah.
kisses. Cheers.
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 Long live rock and roll.
There we go, we'll start singing again.
Long live rock and
At the
roll.
time of my life, and I owe it all to you.
Love it. Thank you.
Yeah. Cheers, Mark.
Oh, shit.
I'm glad we finally hooked up.
Yeah, don't